came about because I was a typical realtor, been doing it forever. Don't saying how much longer I've been doing it. But Hurricane Wilma came through Florida and took off the back half of our office. The wind speeds were 185 miles per hour. They had little tornadoes that spun off of it. So we lost the entire back half of our office. And it made us, we were so busy working and doing everything to rebuild that we didn't see the recession coming. So it was an interesting time, and I was out with one of my customers, Dr. Lee. He had a beautiful country club that I was listing his property, and he took me to lunch at the club, and he turned to me and he said, "When was the last time you had fun?" And I burst into tears. So you can all relate. After I had that experience, I went home and I said, I have to reevaluate my life and figure out what I'm doing and what is out of balance. So that's how we started on this adventure and how we came about the Wheel of Balance. So in your handout today, you have a Wheel of Balance. And we're going to do this exercise together right now. You're going to put yourself as a dot in the middle of the Wheel of Balance. There's crayons on your table, so you can pick a crayon out, pick your favorite color. You're going to put yourself in the middle. Then on the outside of every pie, you're going to label it, with work being one of them, and then the other 7 elements that we've identified as important in your life. So you're going to label around the outside of the circle. Then the next slide up here will show you, we filled one out that kind of shows you how I was. My work was almost to the top. My fun was minuscule, none. Everything else was getting neglected. So if you look at this like it was a bicycle tire, my tire was flat and I was having a bumpy ride. So the object is that eventually you will be shaded out to the edge where your entire life is in balance. So we're going to take a minute right now for each of you to fill yours out at the table and just shade in how far you are so we can identify which elements you need to work on, which will be important for our next sections. Okay, you're on the clock.
Think about your bicycle wheel. If it's flat on one side, it's a lot harder to pedal.
The amount of time you currently spend?
Yes. Yeah.
Timing. Yes, the larger the shading, the more balanced you are. So if you're shaded all the way to the outer edge, you're in balance in each section. My section of fun was not balanced because I was only a little bit of fun, not the entire thing.
So if your work is overwhelming you right now, like Debbie's was, then work should be way out to the end. If it's a little bit of fun, it should be in the middle. I mean, down towards the middle. If you need some help with fitness, maybe that should go over.
Now, some of you who are behind the poles, you may need to move out